Hello everybody, Reconnection here, and welcome to the, I guess the final thoughts of my draft in the NBA division. So, I thought that I'll do, I thought that I'll do just a quick video detailing my thoughts on how I felt like my draft went with the team that I had drafted. Now, the team ended up, doing pretty good. If we do look at the standings, I got fourth place with a pretty good 5-3 record. And, I made playoffs, and I felt pretty good about it. But I do feel a little bit bad about how the team ended up performing on the Trick Room side of things. My first pick of Mega Chestnut, I wanted to try and use it in a Trick Room style. And really, I almost never used Mega Chestnut, which I felt super bad for because, Mega Skarmory ended up really just taking the stage. Mega Skarmory really ended up pulling the weight of the entire team when I was not in Trick Room. Same with Mega Altaria. So the two of them really ended up completely overshadowing Mega Chestnut. And I feel very bad about that. But at the same time, I ended up learning a lot about the Trick Room playstyle from this team, even if I did not use Mega Chestnut to its fullest capabilities. And, I feel really bad about that on Mega Chestnut, but I feel really good about that on the Trick Room side. I learned so much when it came to Trick Room, and really, the shining stars of this team were Cofagrigus and Mimikyu, my main two Trick Room setters. While Slowking was there a few weeks to set up Trick Room, Cofagrigus and Mimikyu were really the backbones behind the team inside of Trick Room in setting it up. And really, I never would have thought that. I never really would have expected Cofagrigus and Mimikyu to really be able to step up as the Trick Room setters of the team. And I was really expecting, Slowking to be the main Trick Room setter, being able to pivot out with the Chilly Reception, get the Regenerator boost going, and really so much of that did not really come into play. Slowking honestly felt like the weak... Actually, yeah, Slowking almost felt like the weakest Mon of the team, which is really weird to say when Slowking is just such a good Mon. But Slowking did not fit well onto the team, at least on this team anyway. Slowking is still a very good Mon, but on this team, it was not what I needed. Mimikyu and Cofagrigus really ended up pulling their weight this team, and I'm super glad with them. And then, Mega Skarmory, Mega Altaria really ended up pulling the weight of Mega Chestnut. But going through each Mon, if we go over to the team data here, Pokemon stats, here we go. I think I'm at... Yeah, here I am. So if we look at the team data here, you can really see Mega Chestnut came in 6 games, got 4 KOs, and 5 deaths. Slowking came in 6 games, got 4 and 4. Sylveon, well, it got 1 and 4, and Cofagrigus also got 1 and 4. I felt like the two of them were at least doing pretty good. Sylveon did feel weak some weeks, but it ended up being what I needed in other weeks. So, I can't say that Sylveon did bad, because it was what I needed in some weeks. But Cofagrigus with this 1 and 4 score is very misleading because Cofagrigus really ended up doing so good in a lot of weeks. Aggron also 4 and 4, Incineroar 2 and 3 in 3 games. Not the best, but not the worst. But Incineroar did have some pretty good moments, even if it could not even though it could not complete some of those moments. Mimikyu, though, this I actually did not know. This is after my first time looking at this in a while. Mimikyu 8-4 in 6 games. Mimikyu, like I said, being the backbone of the team, alongside Mega Skarmory, who was 9-3 in 5 games. And the big game, I believe, was the Week 6 game? Yeah, the Week 6 game, where Mega Skarmory just ended up tearing up. But yeah, so Mega Skarmory, 9-3. Mega Altaria, 6-1. One death and the one loss that I believe that it was brought into, right? Let me see here. So, where was? Oh yeah. So yeah, it was the Skarmory game, but it did not actually mega that game, because Skarmory was my mega this game. So its only KO was in the game that it didn't mega. So Mega Altaria ended up really proving its just how good it is as a mega, and then Alakazam did nothing. Alakazam and like Slowking were probably like probably Alakazam was my worst member, which I also kind of felt a little bit surprising, because my hazard removal was so weak, so I figured a Magic Guardmon, a fast Magic Guardmon, was probably a very good idea. Being able to have the Focus Sash, being able to always take one hit, but Alakazam just did not feel strong enough. And I think that might end up changing a little bit in Regulation MB for singles. I don't know. I have not really done too much in Regulation MB singles. There's the Twin League Premier League that I'm taking part in right now, but I don't have Alakazam in that one. But Alakazam having access to Magic Guard Life Orb, I feel like might end up being able to make Alakazam actually get in just enough damage to be able to really end up showing just how strong it can be. Especially with access to Nasty Plot. But overall, I felt like that the team really struggled a lot just because it was singles Trick Room. But I ended up doing so good because I ended up really figuring out the team. And this will probably not be the last time that I play singles Trick Room, just because of how difficult it is. I learned so much from it, and I know that there's still more to learn from it. So honestly, in the future, I cannot wait to use Trick Room again in single battles, just because it's such a rewarding playstyle if you get it right. But it's such a hard playstyle. So many games required so much thought behind it of just trying to play perfectly. And while I did not play perfectly in all of them, I played so much better than I thought I would. But this won't be the last time that you will see Mega Chestnut. I need to redeem Mega Chestnut. Because I just feel so bad for how I had it perform this draft. It did not deserve it did not deserve the draft that it got this time. And I cannot wait to use it again, because I love Chestnut. It is my favorite Generation 6 starter. It is one of my favorite starters. And I hope that, next time I use it, I actually give it the respect that it should deserve. Because I think that it is a fantastic Mon. Either way, though, this is just a quick, short little video. Just giving my quick little thoughts about how I felt about this draft. I played a lot better than I thought I would, using a team style that I really do not have much experience on. And Mimikyu and Mega Skarmory really surprised me this draft. Again, doing fantastic, and I've always loved Mega Altaria, so Mega Altaria just doing Mega Altaria things. Either way, though, I'm glad that I was very diverse in how I brought my teams, and I hope that you all enjoyed this video. We'll see what happens in the future. Either way, I hope that you all enjoyed this, and I hope that you all have yourselves a fantastic day.